All right, so let's make a formal introduction for our listener. Good afternoon, Alberto. My name is Claudio. I'm calling you from Washington, D.C., from the studios in Fairfax City. We're very humble and grateful that Alberto Bellavia accepted our invitation to our show. Alberto, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Claudio. It's very, very excited to be here to talking about my music life, and I'm so happy about this talking with you.
Thank you very much. Same here, man. The last 2 years, as you know, had been very difficult with COVID, and you couldn't go out that much. If you're a touring musician, you couldn't tour, you couldn't make money. Many bands in general, not just field composers, disappear because there was no money coming in, and some of them don't have a studio home, so they end up, going to school, get another job, and forget about music. And especially in Italy at the beginning, a lot of people died. So at the beginning of the COVID. So how the COVID, affected you, your family, your sanity? How you holding up?
Oh yes, I remember 2 years with COVID was very hard. So very hard. I remember in the first lockdown in 2020, I stay in my studio because the school was closed. All school in Italy was closed. It was very impressive because I didn't ever see the situation. And I remember that I wrote a lot of music in that period, a lot of music, and I wrote 2 food feature movies in the lockdown, Siena and The Invisible War.
Perfect. Yeah.
Because the film director contacted me and sent me the wall cut, and asked me, please, Alberto, watch the full movie, and please tell me what do you think about the story, and we can discuss about the possibility to work together to write an original score. Okay, said yes. I have a lot of time because I'm in lockdown.
Yeah.
There's no possibility to go out. But also I remember that I started to do a video lesson. I remember a video lesson with my students was so very difficult, so very, very difficult because many problems with connection, internet connection. A lot of students didn't have a good connection, but it was so heavy. But anyway, in the first lockdown, I was not too much bad because for only 2 months, March, April, May, a lot of sun outside because I'm so very lucky because I live in a very quiet area with a lot of silence. A very little town, only 400 people in my little town.
Wow.
Yes, so very, very lucky. And I have a woods in front of me and a big garden around my house and a lot of sun. I was the first lockdown was great, was good. Okay, and I wrote 2 feature movie for remember for the Invisible War is a good movie about the history of the hospital, mental hospital for people with a problem on 1945. Okay, in England. Cly Hill Hospital is a real story, a real story about 3 characters. Adam was a redux for the Second World War with a lot of big problem because his brother was killed, and I wrote a team of Adam, okay, and Cynthia Dash is a girl with a big problem of mental, and another character is Cynthia. And for a composer, it's very important to write a theme of each character. Okay.
Correct.
In this case, the Civil War is not the main character, but the free character. Okay. And for example, about the Invisible War, I have recorded in a remote with my great friends, a saxophonist, is an amazing musician, Roberto Fiallo is playing with tenor, with alto saxophone and soprano saxophone. In his studio, I asked to Roberto, please send me this stem recorded. Okay, no problem. He was amazing because Roberto play with me for 20 years. 20 years. Okay, a lot of concert is like my big brother. Okay, this is important to do a good music, to keep a connection, to keep a great friendship, to human relationship. Okay,
absolutely.
to do a great music. And Roberto as an incredible person because he understands perfectly my musical idea. Okay, my musical idea. He understands perfectly, and is a great improviser. Okay, is a great music improviser and classical music, and he play jazz music. He play everything. Okay. And I wrote a theme for Adam, and I'm inspired music, for example, of Samuel Barber Adagio. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yes, it's a beautiful composition, and I was inspired because in the Invisible War is a particular scene of flashback of this soldier. Adam, remember when his brother was killed for the German soldiers.
Wow,
okay,
that must be difficult.
I wrote a string section with a very dramatic mood. Okay, and this was my first lockdown. But the second lockdown was very, very hard for me. I remember that a lot of depression because in November and December, no sun at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., no sun, okay? And school was closed, half closed, okay? Not too much. And started again to do a video lesson. No possibility to do orchestra with my students. Very trouble. And I need to work with my students in orchestra. Okay, because it's an important aspect of human relationship with students. Okay, and I had a lot of problem, and I wrote something music for a short movie, but it's so hard. In January, February, I'm come back to normality with my mental aspect and my health. And there's no possibility to go in the swimming pool, to go to running, to go to walking, nothing. Because also I would like to explain with my 10 rules to become a good composer is one of aspect is very important. Take care of your health.
Yep.
Take care of your health. And in April and of 2021, in April, I took the COVID with my wife, but not so much bad. And I stayed 10 days in my studio, and I wrote a original soundtrack of movie of Tony Bianchi, Room 4D. I call it Tony and say, "Hey Tony, I'm positive. and I stay every day in my studio, and I wrote a full score in 8-9 days for all, because a lot of time, a lot of inspiration, not too much bad, no flu, a little bit tired, but it was good. And of course, now maybe we come back at normality. Maybe, I don't know, but I come back to do a lot of swimming pool. I come back to hiking in a mountain, because my second love is a mountain.
Okay.
Because
you need to go to the south of Chile. Well, the big mountains, man.
No.
If you like that kind of stuff, hiking and stuff. No, but I know what you're saying. It's important to have, sanity. It's work is important, family is important, but you need to, like you say, you need to take care of yourself, do exercise, and forget about music. If you're sitting right on a desk all the time, right, you don't see the world, right?
Yeah.
You need to forget about some stuff. I try to do like a little bit of everything, so keep my sanity, right?
Yes.
I'm a computer scientist, so I have a lot of computers here at home, a lot of music, but sometimes I want to go for a walk, right? Whether it's rain or snow or whatever, and forget about my world. Go and exercise, or be with the family or whatever. Let's go back to the beginning. Were you born like in a musical family? I mean, how old were you when you perhaps began taking, I don't know, piano lessons or guitar lessons?
Yes, I remember when I was so younger, my father played a tenor saxophone.
Yeah.
But my father was a director in the post office. Was a director in post office.
Yeah.
But my father also liked the music and tried to give the love of music to me. Okay. Yep. And said me, Alberto, it's time to go to learn music. Okay. In the little city, my little city, I remember 35 years ago. And I remember to start to play the piano, because my mother loved that I play the piano. And I remember I have stayed many hours to listen music in the living room of my father, with music of 18, music of TV series, with giradischi. Okay.
Wow.
With the headphone of my father, and every day told my father, hey father, please turn on the giradischi, and I stay with a headphone to listen music every day. Okay, it was great. And I think that music chose me, and not I chose the music.
I got it. Yeah.
Yes, and I think that music saved my life. And I didn't remember my life without music. Always. And I remember when I was so younger in the school, when I was 5 years older, I do a print of a theater with audience and me on the stage. And the teacher, Alberto, show me what you printed. This is my printed. Okay. And also in the medium age, started to go in Conservatory to took the Pianoforte Diploma in classical music. And it was very hard, because in Italy the traditional courses was so hard, because you have to study Johann Sebastian Bach is fundamental. Johann Sebastian Bach, Beethoven piano sonata, something of Brahms, Rhapsody, Bela Bartok. I love Bela Bartok, and I remember I have studied 6 hours by days in classical music, because my teacher was a very amazing teacher, but it's so very hard. Okay, there's no possibility to do mistakes. That's very strong man, but is intelligent person, because he knows that I play classical music, but I play also jazz music.
Yeah.
Also, for all my life, I play. I love to write music and improvised music. I remember when I have studied Beethoven Piano Sonata. Under the note, I wrote a chord, the harmony, like jazz. And my teacher told me, "What are you doing? What are you writing? What is this?" "I'm sorry, teacher. This is a harmony to understand where the music going." Okay. And also after the finish the classical courses, I've played a lot of jazz music, a lot of to do a lot of improvised music. It's important to do many experience with a lot of style. But my first love is a composition, to write music, because I need to write music. I need to say something to the audience, and I need to say something to the world. I need to say what I have in mind, only with music, with no word.
Yeah, yeah, I know exactly. You say jazz. What kind of music were you listening when you were, I don't know, 14, 15, the equivalent of high school, before you graduated from high school? What kind of music were you listening? Rock composer, jazz composer?
Yes. I love to listen Keith Emerson.
Yeah.
Of course. Frank Zappa, Jimi Hendrix, Miles Davis, of course. Miles Davis and Keith Jarrett. Was my first love. I remember when I bought the first CD, the first album of Keith Jarrett, The Cool Concert.
The Cool Concert, yeah.
Concert, I said, "Oh, wow, incredible." And I studied everything of this concert. Okay, I learned every note from the CD with no score.
Yeah, wow.
Play all. But of course, in my life comes Bill Evans. Bill Evans is one of my great loves. Bill Evans and many others. Charlie Parker, also Duke Ellington, Herbie Hancock. Herbie Hancock, of course, is a big father of the music. I have seen Herbie Hancock in the concert 3 times. As a great, incredible musician. Old pianists like Earl Hines, Errol Garner, Wynton Kelly, the old school. Okay.
Wow, those are big names.
Oh yes, yes.
You like Pat Metheny?
Yes, Pat Metheny is good. Love so much his group with incredible musician, with Antonio Sanchez, is an incredible drummer. And incredible. Antonio Sanchez give a unique sound for the music of Pat Metheny. Yes, I love it. And many music.
Lionel Mays was pretty good too.
Yeah, Lionel Mays. Yes, passed away.
Yeah, unfortunately. So when you were 18, 17. You finish high school, you need to go to college. You knew right away that like you say, the music came to you, not the other way around. You knew exactly what you wanted to do, and forget about architecture, medical school, engineering. No, I want to go to kind of musical school and be trained?
I didn't never have I always have a clear idea of my life.
Got it.
I would like to do music. I'm a musician. Okay. I remember my father when going retired, and was a possibility to go to work in the post office. Okay, because when a director was retired, if a director has a son, there's a possibility to go with a permanent contract. And I say, no, thank you.
I'm not interested in that.
Oh, thank you. I'm not interested. And my sister told yes. And I started to do a piano lesson with a lot of students, but was always was so hard because to do a musician is not a real job. Okay, it's a job, but it's not a real job.
That's right.
Medical is a real job, architect a real job, but musician is to do different to understand the right direction. And I played a lot of jazz because I would like to become a great musician. It's not a good musician, a great musician. Okay. Yeah. And started to write music because I met two person in my life, two great teacher, Bruno Tommaso and Riccardo Zegna. They are so a master of composition, they master of orchestration, and they teach me the real essence of the music. Okay. The discipline of writing for a big band of brass jazz music, and with Bruno Tommaso is a master of the composer, jazz composer, is my spiritual father. Okay,
right.
Is a spiritual father, and I remember 15 years ago, Bruno Tommaso give me a grant. I won a grant, okay, a special workshop with him, and he told me, you are a talent, but you have to study. Don't stop here, but go on, okay. And he's incredible. And I won the first prize of jazz big band in the Tuscany in Italy, the first prize for original composition. And also Riccardo Zegna told me, if you want to write a good music, you have to write music. Okay, if you want to learn to do things, you have to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, practice. Okay, to do experimental, for example, write something from cello, electric guitar, clarinet, and piano. I said, but it's impossible to. There's a lot of different kind of instruments. It's not important. It doesn't matter. Okay, try to do this, and I think this is the best way to become a great composer. To try to write always to find a new way, but it's important to study the great master. For example, I have studied the score of Duke Ellington, the score of Gil Evans.
Wow.
The score of Maria Schneider. I liked much Maria Schneider, and to understand how I can write to harmonize a reed, a woodwinds, strings. Okay, to understand the mood, and the same things for me it's important to record everything I play. I remember with Roberto, in every concert I've recorded. This is important things that I told to my students. If you want to understand if you play well or bad, please record your performance and re-listen.
Right.
Okay, it's very important because you listen everything. Okay, and you will play better. You will play better if you re-listen. Okay, and of course I like to write music for movie, because music and movie for me is a perfect connection. I've been the first time in the cinema with my father. My father gave me a passion of the movie. The first time was when I was 5 years older, 5-year older, and I've seen a great movie, 1997, Escape from New York of John Carpenter.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I know the movie. Yeah.
I was only a very little child with my father. My father, come on to the cinema. This is a great movie. Oh, yes. And I remember when I'm sitting in the audience, my father, hey, look, this actor is Lee Van Cleef. Oh, go great. And my father explained me the name of the actor, the name of the film director. And I said, oh, wonderful music with picture. And I have seen a lot of movie every week, starting at 5 years older. The Warriors, Alien Saga, Ram, First Blood, Terminator. It's incredible. And my mother said, but he's too much younger to see that movie. No, don't understand it. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. And the music with the picture was incredible. And I learned the name of the actor, the name of the film director. I have seen many movies. I remember I've seen the cinema Come Back to the Future. I've seen Forrest Gump. Titanic, Schindler's List, JFK, Point Break with great Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves. And I love to write music for the movie, because music and movie is the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Music could be 50% of the movie, and sometimes music could be 16% of the movie. Okay, and music can change the story of the movie. For example, of my favorite example, Jaws of Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
John Williams wrote a famous score based on the famous half tone. Da-di-di-da. It's very simple idea. And when John Williams wrote this idea, showed to the Steven Spielberg, and Steven Spielberg told to John Williams, what is this? I'm not sure. It's not a good idea.
Wow.
Yes, and John Williams, no, please, Steven, trust me, this is a great idea. Okay, I want to trust you. And Steven Spielberg today said, Jaws today is a cult movie because John Williams wrote a memorable and an incredible score.
Yeah, wow.
Because for a very simple idea, the most famous half tone in the story of the music, this is a great idea to give a sense of fear to the audience. The audience don't see the jokes, but listen the music. listen the music, and oh my God, where is the Joves? Where is the Joves? Okay, this is incredible. I with the film director, I tried to understand their musical idea, and of course, I to write a good music. I try to become part of the script. I try to become part of the story. I would like to become part of the character, to understand better the mood. Okay, in this way, I can write the right music. Okay, and of course, if you take a movie and ask to write original music to 10 film score composer, you can listen 10 version, because we are a human. Okay, depend of your story, depend of your mood, depend of many things. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Let me ask you a question. As I will go onto your film scores as well in detail, but as a performer, you have played in Italy, obviously, Austria, France, Switzerland, and you make a tour to the Carnegie Hall as well. Feel free to elaborate. You like any particular memory that you have, any particular theater that you say, man, I wish I could live in Switzerland because in the theater was the best thing I ever heard, or the best thing I ever seen.
I have played in Switzerland, in the Austria and USA in Carnegie Hall with Roberto Fiello Rebuffello.
Yeah,
it was incredible experience. We played some of my composition and some of jazz standard. Okay. Remember the evening, the historical evening in the Carnegie Hall was incredible. Sold out.
Wow.
We played some of composition of Charlie Parker, Duke Ellington, and the Sound of My Music. And the people understand the power of the energy of us, of me and Roberto, and the rhythmic section was in quartet. We played in quartet. But I think that it's difficult to, in the USA, in New York City, it's very hard business. Okay, music, everything is a business. Okay, life is so very, very faster, very fast. I'm not like this. I love to live in a European style. Okay, so a little bit quiet. Okay, with my music, because in the USA, people work a lot of hour and a lot of rush. Everything is very, very faster. Very faster, and everything is a business. Everything is a business for the money. Okay.
Yeah.
This is good, but I think that we need to build a human relationship. Okay. I remember that I never meet the director of Carnegie Hall. She wrote me a lot of email with my cousin Dean Kropp. Dean Kropp is my cousin and helped me to organize everything, to sold the ticket, to sighting, because it's so very hard to organize everything. And this director wrote a lot of email with Dean, but I never didn't meet in person. Okay. She wrote me, "Congratulations, Alberto, for your success. It's incredible that Cuneo with the Italian band for sold out." Okay. Okay, but it was wonderful. Of course, it was wonderful. And I remember in the Avignon in France with Roberto, we played in the Avignon for the final contest in the Europe. We was 300 band, and we was only 4 band in the final step. Okay, yeah. I play in this place, wonderful, beautiful in the jazz d'Avignone Jazz Festival.
Yeah,
duo, only piano and sax. And when me and Roberto are alone, piano and sax start the something magical. I don't need to see Roberto in the eyes, but we have a special, very special connection, and it's so great. But anyway, I stay. My second work is my second real work. My second important work is to write music in my studio. Okay, stay many hours in my studio because I have as an amazing instrument is a grand piano, Shigeru Kawaitis.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Very incredible instrument with great sound. I bought this is a very important factory in Milan, Griffa. Griffa is the best piano factory in the world. Okay. And I like to record and live with real musician in my studio. For example, violin, viola, cello, saxophone, electric guitar, voice, because it's important in a score to use something electronic sound, something virtual sound, and something real sound with a real musician. Okay, but depend of the music. For example, I'm working with this great movie called We Will Love Again of Jean-Luc Servino. Jean-Luc Servino is a great film director, great talent film director, so younger, but he is a big heart from Naples. He lives in Naples. He's a very, very courage guy. He has courage to do something of original. Okay, he doesn't want to be someone else. Okay, he wants to be original. Okay. I remember another movie with that I scored with Jean-Luc Servino was Good Night, Mr. Johnson, 1 year ago. Is a spy, is a dark noir, black and white movie. Is a mystery between detective story. Okay, it's a short movie. It's medium movie, 15 minutes, and 40s. Good Night, Mr. Johnson. I've recorded the saxophone of Roberto with tenor saxophone, jazz music, with string, with piano, and the result was incredible because with Gianluca, we have a special connection. We don't need too much to talking about which kind of music need for this movie. Please, Alberto, write me something like this, like this, like that. No, we don't need it. Okay. Go on. He trusts me, and I trust you. I trust Gianluca. And for this movie, it is this film, We Will Love Again. This film is a metaphor for life. And is essential a reflection on pain and the search for hope. Okay, but above all, on the destiny that unites us.
Got it.
Okay? And it's important theme are touches upon, such of exploitation of prostitution, and as well as the different in the social group. Okay. And for this movie, I have recorded a string quartet because I would like a different sound, a new challenge for me. And I recorded with two violin, viola and cello, and I've recorded with piano, one track with piano and cello, and two string quartet. The results is good. It's good, and I'm looking forward to see the World Cup. Okay, and I'm working for and more two tracks. Okay, for the last chain, but I need to see the chain. Okay.
Perfect. That's great. That's a great story. What can you tell me about the 2008, your own composition from the film Metropolis, the famous, of course, from 1927, the favorite movie?
Oh, Metropolis.
Yeah.
Oh, about Metropolis, I remember. I remember I was 15 years older.
Yeah.
The person asked me, please, Alberto, could play the piano in real time during the movie of Fritz Lang?
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. 2 hours. 2 hours of the movie, and play total improvisation. But I remember that I wrote some theme, something. Okay. It was hard, but it's an incredible experience. And 2008, 15, 16 years older.
Wow.
Yes. It was hard, but it was so very great experience with audience on the stage, the grand piano in the church. Okay, it was great. Yes.
Good for you, man. What about? Feel free to elaborate on the soundtrack. A High Price of Ginger Beer. I listened to that, and it's very good. Feel free to elaborate on that, the movie and the score.
Oh yes, for Ginger Beer, I've used I've recorded with Alberto Ghigliotto. He's an amazing piano, is amazing cello player. And I wrote this melody so sadly, okay, very deep, dramatic melody, because it's the story of this mother that see his son died, okay, very younger. And I wrote this very sadly and deep melody. And I play with my piano, with my grand piano, with some string and cello, and nothing more.
Wow.
Nothing more, because it's important. It's not important how many instruments you use for a score, but the idea, the strong musical idea. Okay, you don't need the full orchestra. You don't need 1,000 instruments. Okay. I used the 3 instruments: piano, grand piano, cello, and strings. Okay, virtual instruments of strings and some effect. Nothing more. And Alberto at the cello was amazing. Because also a great musician, is a great improviser. Okay, and I asked to him to improvise in some section. Okay, you are so free, because it's important to give a trust to musician that play your score. Okay, and to understand which is the good quality of musician. use in the score, and give a unique sound of your score, and give a very personal sound.